Hi, beautiful Cappies. How are you? This is Mary Ellen. I'm coming through today live in an impromptu way. Just happen to have the time and the energy today. I've been promising to do the readings, the monthly soul cycle readings live. And I'm doing my best to live up to that promise. Haven't been able to figure out a steady schedule for that, but nonetheless, I'm very happy to be here with you. My spirit guides are coming through really strongly, of course, because of the energy of the full moon that we just came through. So they wanted me to attend to the earth signs first for the monthly soul cycle reading for the month of March. So there is spirit saying there is tenderness today, and the hush still of the full moon. A couple of cards have already come out because I've been clearing the deck. So I'm just going to jump right in. And before I forget to say, if you want to book a reading or any of that stuff, the links are below the video. Just scroll down and there's lots of information there, okay? And Spirit's talking about, Spirit's talking about the next full moon shamanic retreat here. So if you want to come to Moonrise Cottage and have a healing and allow your soul to emerge and hear it speak, please go check it out. It's all over the website. I guess they want me to post something about that, so I'll get around to that maybe tomorrow. All right, so the first card out, Capricorn, we'll never be surprised about this ever again, right? Because we know you to be the sacred initiate in your being, within your mission, if you will. Hang on, I gotta switch over to my software. There it is. I have to make sure I'm holding the card in the right spot. So your experience continues. Quite obviously, it intensifies now, which is why Spirit wants to talk to you about your initiate, the experience coming forward this year. As you continue your work to restructure yourself on the inside, that affects everything that happens on this planet because of the energy that comes through with that, because you are your purpose. My spirit guys were just talking with Taurus about that. Time to step deeper into that knowledge. So the restructuring continues. You continue your voyage, Spirit says, in the month of March, set up by this beautiful full moon at the 0 point with Chiron, healing. And now you have some sacred assistance until your mission is done. Uranus in Taurus. So if you have some questions about that, go look at the Taurus reading. As I said last year, the way you vibrate together with your cohort, it's important to understand that. But you are now going to have sacred accompaniment and assistance because Taurus, Spirit's talking about not immobility, what is it, Spirit? The immovable quality of a bull, of Taurus the bull, who's going to stand in its place. Now into that energy comes Uranus and will remain there until after your tutelage with Pluto is done. So there is something very sacred about that joining. That's what there's a lot of stream coming through. I'm going to try to keep this relatively digestible, but my spirit guides want you to ponder that. They talked about it with Taurus a lot, how that affects you. And then there's Virgo in the middle of all of that, working hard here on the earth with its energy set point to spin. Spirit saying the tapestry. I was going to say order out of all this beautiful chaos. The chaos of entropy, Spirit saying, that things fall apart. It's the natural order. In order for them to be reborn and to reorder themselves because of the energy they carry. So that process clearly continues. That's the theme of your message for March. Are we surprised? This is the card that indicates your energy coming through this quadrant. Spirit was talking with Taurus about quadrants because the world card came out. So there's a long discussion there. I'm not going to reiterate it. because I don't want to interrupt your reading, but go look. The restructuring, the rebuilding, it continues, it shifts, it grows, and it deepens. That's what Spirit's talking about. So what they want to talk about with you for the month of March is the nature of that, what it's going to look like, what you're going to experience, what your soul is doing that you see reflected here on the earth as you walk through your human journey. Beautiful pairing, very powerful. And, just so you know, 10 of skill, 10 of wands. You're tired. We know you've been carrying this burden. It is transforming you. Spirit just wants me to acknowledge, as I always try to do, everything that a Capricorn has been through, and the fact that at times it's been really difficult. Rest assured that you have the energy with you that you need. And it is time now to restructure yet again. And with the help of the Awakener, Uranus in Taurus, your burden is going to be lighter because you won't be carrying it all alone anymore. Spirit's telling me to say things like, and I'm a Virgo, so I'm here to help you and all that kind of stuff. I am here to help you. If you need help, if you want a shamanic journey, if you want some healing, if you want a reading, if you want to just know deeper, that's what Spirit says, that's what I live for. It's true. It gives me a lot of joy. So now that that's over with, beautiful. Look at that. That's what that is. That's the reflection from the tarot, from the Rider Waite. Okay? 3 of Pentacles. It's beautiful. So, we see this notion. An initiate, an intern, somebody who's young and inexperienced, but what they're actually doing is building the temple. And this wisdom comes through, right? A priest and maybe somebody of royal blood, something like that. And do you see what they're doing? They're discussing the plans about what they are building. And these 2 people are asking, Spirit's calling it a page, they're asking this young worker for his opinion because they know that he's doing the work and there's something that he knows that they need to understand so that they can revise the plan if necessary. And they're asking him, what do you need from us? What can we do for you? So it's a profound meeting of the minds, and of course it's about the meeting of the energies. So this is your human walk, the first step, right? Courtship, together, the sacred triad of energies. And in this representation, you fall to your knees and you offer yourself, you offer your gifts, you offer your love, your passion. Do you see the passion? Capricorn, does anybody deserve to have passion more than you at this point? I don't think so. I believe that you will feel finally at long last, I hope. Please put some comments in the comments section. I hope you will begin to feel the assistance and the presence of the universe working together with you now after all of this struggle, after carrying the burden alone in some ways in order to reorder yourself. Spirit keeps talking about reshuffling yourself. Pluto is about literally the upheaval of breaking down form and structure. And I know you've all been going through it because I've talked to many, many of you. You have help now. You have Uranus in Taurus. And the energy of balancing. Spirit's talking again about Virgo. The energy of while things are being awakened and the form is beginning to restructure and you now have the sacred assistance, energetically, you got all the little Virgos in the world, like me, who sit in the middle and just take up the energy and work on bringing order and bringing clarity and bringing brilliance of function. So if you are not in the habit, please look at all the earth sign readings so you truly understand, Spirit says, what the acquisition and the benefits are in these moments going forward. All right, look. Again, perfectly in alignment, the Ace of discs. Pentacles. You have been awakened. It's been a complex process that's been going on for a long time. But there we see the all-seeing eye coming through the moon. You touch the stone of wisdom yet again, deeper into your own transformation, able now, joined with Uranus in Taurus, to take up this energy and to continue to activate yourself. That is the prophecy of the Ace of Discs. Steady growth over a long period of time, many cycles. So what we see here is the new moon. So as we come toward the new moon, understand that it's going to be an important part of your cycle, that you are continuing to not only be activated because of the joining of all the earth sign energy, but because it's part of your cycle. It's what's meant to be. And stand in complete support of yourself. I know there are a lot of Capricorns who've been kind of, you question yourself, don't you, when you have this kind of experience? So Spirit's telling me to hold up this little tiny card. You're not alone anymore. They want me to just keep saying it. You are being given the acknowledgement and the respect of the universe. And that's part of what they want you to understand. And all of this activation, also part of the result is self-actualization, so that you can go forward. Because now that you are a sacred wisdom holder, that's part of what's come to you. You have vision, not just drive. The two are combined in a very sacred way now. And you have stepped into the realm of the Pathfinder. So, as a reader, given my little life set point, I've been watching these cards come forward for the last 2 years now. Go back if you have some time and curiosity and look at some of the readings for 2017, where you've been, the kind of building you've been doing, and understand your growth on the human line, within your humanity, the way you have the strength and the magic and the power of this gorgeous male energy. Now, the King of Art, that's the King of Cups. It's about the love energy that streams into you. Magnifying, Spirit says, and illuminating your heart chakra in this very mystical way, able to travel back and forth. And you see the manifestation of Chiron in Aries and Uranus in Taurus. That's what Spirit's talking. They're just chattering. You have your spear in your hand. You have sacred vision. That's why these people are here to speak with you now, because you have been activated. And coming forward, we're going into the new moon. So I'm asking Spirit to give me a little more messages about that. But that's what's happening. All right. And now you've arrived, Spirit says, into the destination to be the sacred pathfinder, the one who clears away obstacles. The energy, the strength of having the energy of Pluto in your sign, Capricorn, in your first house, brings forward not just the rebuilding, but it is with vision, with the type of activated energy that clears away obstacles. And it happens from within. Because remember, I'm getting a lot of chiding today from my spirit guides. You are your purpose. If you achieve nothing in your life that any society would give you credit for, understand that when you attend to your spiritual reality and the things that are aligned in the heavens, Spirit says, about the way in which you are meant to come forward because you are here, please understand that your success is magnificent in a way that humans don't have the capacity to give credit for. They're talking about societal set points, right? And structure. They're talking about politics and, the ways in which we are either ignored or exalted, Spirit says. Go deep inside and understand who you are and give yourself credit for that and love yourself. There's a lot of love energy streaming forward today. My heart chakra is feeling really swollen, really full. I got little tears welling up. It happened when I was doing Taurus too. So they just want you to know. They just want me to love you, to just beam some love energy in your direction. All All right, Spirit. Yeah, you know what? Okay, they're telling me to pause. There you go. That came out for Taurus too. The quest. The sacred bowl. Taurus's reading was all about the sacred cauldron and healing and awakening. And we know what your readings are about in terms of the stages of growth that you're experiencing. So you're on this quest. Okay. 10 of knowledge, 10 of pentacles. Do you see the transformation? How beautiful is that? Quite gorgeous, Spirit says. So, you know, standing, and here, okay, here's the other thing. Here's how it actually literally is on the table. Aligned. The kind of things that my spirit guides were talking about. That's why they wanted me to pull this out, just to bring total clarity, because I know these cards are way different from the Rider Waite Deck. So, accompanied now. And you know, there is this notion about the initiate. When I had my initiation ceremony, you do have to go alone. No one comes with you. People may be there assisting you and observing you, but in those moments when you step into the circle, you know yourself to be alone. And that's the type of initiation that you are strong enough to have had, something that lasted many years. A total reformation, Spirit's talking about. So the card that bridges this experience with your soul cycle is this. So you stand now before the sacred cauldron of all wisdom in this really beautiful structure that you are literally building for us with your energy. Here in this place, it looks like that, doesn't it? But this is about the mystical realm, your soul. Thank you, Spirit. I'm so grateful for the way this is coming out. I really appreciate it, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, look. Oh, boy. I might burst into tears today. That energy that's coming through is just so tender and so beautiful. All right, look. My spirit guides are literally doing this. Remember this? Remember? So this is the first card on the soul level. And they're doubling down on that message about the way you lead the entire planet and the race of humanity that feels so lost. There's talking again about soul travelers. So we see a group of souls in a boat, adrift on the ocean, unable to find their way. Do not doubt for one moment the momentous occasion, Spirit says, of your energy, your set point, your purpose, leading all of humanity forward to find their destination. That's what you're doing. That is your soul purpose. There is nothing greater than that. And okay. Oh, they're taking my voice away. Spirit's talking about in the realm of manifestation, meaning being here, a soul, a spirit being, incarnating in order to get in this freaking boat and stand at the helm to drive the energy forward and carry the burden and keep the movement going at great sacrifice. Because, you know, that, you see that image of the head there? That is in the ancient Celtic mythology. They believed the soul resided in the head. So there you are. You're at the head of the boat. You are both the human captain and the soul captain of our vessel. Whew. Wow. You know what? I think, Cappy, there's so much energy coming through. I think maybe we need to have a meditation. From time to time, I offer to do a group meditation, sort of an astral travel thing. I'm going to put that together. If you have an interest in that, let me know. Put a comment on the thread, okay? And we'll find a date. It's going to probably have to... Nope, they're biting my tongue. I'm going to be quiet because I don't know. Spirit says they'll let me know. All right, so wow, just the deep reverence of this reading is taking my breath away. All right, Spirit, What is the next phase, please? All right. Yeah. Healing the wounds. 5 of Swords. Strife, battle, disagreements. You're moving away from that. And you are taking, they're saying they're joining it with this, wanting you to see the effects of your soul travel. These are the things that are being restructured. It's for all of humanity. Of course, it has implications for your own life, because you see how the blood of this battle trickles down into the stream of life, and there's the spear. And these 2 warriors are locked in battle. A spell was put upon them. They don't want to do it. But it's been going on a long time. Heart chakra woundings. So they fight to the death every day. That's the myth. And then at night they tend to each other's wounds, and one of them dies. And then in the morning they start again. Perhaps that's how you've been feeling. Perhaps that's what you've been experiencing. But understand that you carry the mind of humanity in your being. That's part of why Spirit talks about our frequency, our energy set point, and your purpose. It's time to really accept on a very sacred level that that is your purpose, because of the way these cards are coming out. And I'm thrilled to be talking about this. All right, cards are falling out. Hang on, let me just take a look. So, yeah, all right, hang on, Spirit, what do you want? Okay, just this one. Last card in the Spirit realm. Those of you who have been here, I know you know these cards. The elopement of knowledge. It's really beautiful. It's another mystical story about shape-shifting and being reborn and coming into your destiny. It's quite lovely. Now messages are coming in, going to be coming in because of Uranus in Taurus. You know what's happening? Every time I try to formulate the words, what I actually get is an enormous stream of energy. They're filling me with the energy set point, which makes it really hard for me to say the words. So this is the 8, the elopement of knowledge. 8 of Pentacles. Your progression, being assured, coming into the master class, Spirit says. So it's a story about a goddess. And the opening card, that I forgot to say, that's the goddess of sacrifice, bestowing the amulet upon the initiate, who stands blindfolded, jumping into the void with the hand open, saying, okay, I'll take the energy. I don't know what to do with it at all, but I'm going to do it. That's what happened when you came here, Spirit's saying. See that? You came here marked, didn't you? Blindfold on when you came through. All right. So you've been going through this intense rebirth. Spirit's talking about the age of the generations. Go and look on the internet, your generation, when you were born, and what is the spiritual knowledge that has been streamed through about your generation, and you'll understand something more, Spirit says. I don't have that loaded up into my little brain. This story is about somebody who was just a common lad. They're talking about the king of knowledge, who grew from being a peasant and came into being a king, as you have, King of Cups. And the intensity that it indicates when the cardinal earth sign becomes the king of love energy. That's why it's been so challenging, because of your nature, Capricorn, and how intense it was to force you to reform and restructure and regenerate and shapeshift this many times and run away from destiny and not understand and be confused. And look, there's the cauldron I was talking about. Okay, the second time in this reading. Actually, Spirit's corrected me. The third time. This notion of a sacred cauldron, a sacred vessel. So, Okay, hang on. They're talking to me. Briefly, the story is about a goddess who had a son, and she wanted her son, he was a little bit dim-witted, and she wanted him to be wise. So she hired a young lad to mind, she was cooking up a spell, putting some stuff in the cauldron, and it had to simmer for a year and a day. And the young lad, the cauldron was hired to mind it, mind the fire. It spilled over. It got too hot. It splashed on him. He stuck his fingers in his mouth because they were burning from the hot liquid, and he magically got the intention that the goddess had said. It's just the way it was meant to work out. Spirit's saying, for you, it's just the way it was meant to work out when you came here. And eventually what happened was he was reborn, and he was one of the greatest, most respected wisdom holders of that time in the realm of the Celtic people. And the Spirit's talking about the Druids. All right. Outcome. Spirit, can we have an outcome card? I'm going to pick from the runes for you, okay? All right, Spirit. You know, maybe part of why I'm feeling what I'm feeling is that not just the tenderness of the love of the universe for you, maybe it is that you are, as you're restructuring and the burden comes off a little bit, you're feeling the tenderness of yourself, maybe for the first time. Capricorns can be a hard nut to crack, Spirit says. So let the tender nature of your being, be tender, of course with yourself, but in your life in general. Lean toward tenderness. Just in this next month or so, practice that. Practice being tender. Practice having a partner, having some help from the universe, and bring your tenderness to that place. All right, Spirit, what is the next message, please? What's the outcome from the beautiful Celtic Wisdom Tarot for Capricorn? Okay, Spirit. Let's bring the card. Okay, two things. Those of you who've been following along will recognize this. Look. Okay, the King of Skill, King of Wands, a very passionate man, passionate male energy. Standing in the workshop, he's been here with you a lot. Passing over the waters. The shield is hung on the wall. Another new phase. Literally making the shoes, making your own path forward, and preparing yourself to be able to walk it. Right. That's what's emerging. Spirit says that's what's being born in this moment. And we'll obviously, I'm going to take them both. Obviously, thank you, Spirit. We're talking about Uranus, the Great Awakener. You know, Capricorn, there are some of you that hold a lot of spiritual knowledge. You know. That's why this was given birth, so to speak, by this. Because you have a clear sense of knowing, a clear sense of direction about what is about to happen and what you've been experiencing. And you've grown into the maturity of understanding the purpose of it all. No pun intended. But the Spirit says, but yes, that too. Right? I'm very, very, very thrilled to see this message come forward. It's about time that Capricorn gets some real tenderness and some self-love and some self-acknowledgement and some, hang on a second, self-activation with the tender side of your nature because of all the tender energy that's coming through here today. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's a lot. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to come over, toggle over and just look in the chat room, see if there's anybody there. I'm not sure if there will be because I just was here in such an impromptu way. There's the bottom of the deck. The Winds of Change. All right, Major Arcana. So thanks for being here, everyone. I really, really enjoy doing these readings for you, and I'll look forward to hearing from you. Hit the like button on your way out the door, Spirit says, and let me know if there's anything that I can do for you, because it will be my absolute pleasure. So enjoy your soul journey this month of March and the energy that comes to you. Okay, Spirit's talking about a song. It has to do with tenderness. I'll try to find it and post it in the link below the video, okay? Thanks, everyone. I'll see you soon.